my knee crunching.
Yes,
Y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that? Listen. Enhance the audio on that. The heel turning towards the ribs applies to outside heel hooks and inside heel hooks. But we're going to look at it real specifically from this position because this is the one that the Cross Ashi or hunting hole, whatever you want to call it, is where most people get heel hooked these days, it seems like. So go ahead and take the heel hook here. In order for her to finish it, look how she has to peel that heel out away from her own ribs, right? So this is something that, listen, this might get your foot popped. So you need to know what kind of person you are before you start playing with these kind of escapes. So this is what Eddie Cummings calls a heel slip on his instructional, right? So the idea is that if my foot is pointed straight, like just jump up a bit, if my foot is pointed straight and heel to the ribs, like there's no way you're gonna be able to dig the heel hook out, right? So the heel slip is to point, keep it a little tighter. Yeah, keep it there. You're in a spot where it's either tap or, like you either tap or you get hurt, or I guess you'd made it out. That's the technique there for the heel slip, is to push, point the toes, push them in, pull, push. So I'm using my toes on the back of her arm right here. You see that? To give myself a counter pressure right there. Toes point, keep it super tight. Keep it super duper tight. Toes point, and I kick deeper. In is the way out. You guys hear me say that all the time on submissions. In is the way out. So tight as you can keep it, whatever grip you like. Yeah. Okay. Again, you might take a couple of pops right here, but if you're willing to eat one, I'm not. But if you're willing to eat one in a tournament, then you could live to fight a little longer, or you might go to the hospital. I don't know. Triple tight. Phone a friend. Right. Hear my knee crunching?
Yes,
y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that? Listen. Enhance the audio on that. So she's never going to be able to dig the heel as long as I'm here. She won't be able to dig the heel without turning and going this way. And now the heel has exposed itself, right? But it's a much harder position for her to maintain if I do a good job. So sometimes, a lot of times, man, I'll just pop this thing up like this and put it out here. And now I can frame just like this. Is what Eddie calls the Carl Lewis escape. And we'll get up, and we're starting to clear this knee line now. This is gonna force her to wanna roll, and we're gonna slip this thing and recover the knee line during the roll. But first things first, we have to protect the heel. So grab the heel. Again, guys, this is not your go-to, like don't use this as your first line of defense. This is everything went wrong, I'm stuck in a heel hook. Do I tap? No, okay, no? Well then, okay, then you gotta start doing this then. So, oh man, this is bad news for me right here, dude, right? Mm-hmm. So feel what I do with my toe?
Yes.
Start to keep the grip together.
Mm.
Yep.
Yes.
And now I can run. All right. Okay, so right here, look. Y'all see this hole right here? That's where my heel has to go on this heel slip. Right through that spot there. So keep it very tight. Yeah, that spot there. If she drops to her shoulder and pulls her elbow back towards her butt, it's gonna close that space and the heel slip opportunity is gonna be lost, right? And at that point, you're just like, tap. Yeah, I mean, I would have already, I'm honestly, to be honest with you, I would have already tapped, especially in training. I'm not messing with this stuff, especially in a tournament. Right, I especially would tap in a tournament right here.
Money on the line.
Money on the line. I got money. I don't need this. I need legs, Charlie Murphy. Right, but y'all do what you want to do. But right here. So when you look, I open that space a little further with that counter pressure there with my toes. You see that? And then I go in to that space with my heel. And now she's going to try to dig and re-engage, go, get back to the heel. I'm turning and going here. And as she goes, like, try to finish the heel hook in some way now. Like, it's super hard to dig, so she continues the roll. And as she rolls, I start to clear that knee line and think about oh look, there's a sock lock right there. Think about re-engaging. That happens all the time. Not always exactly like that, but people just leave their feet in your face during a break right there. Sock lock, real easy. And there's the tap right there. We call that the smooth criminal. All right, 1, 2, 3.